Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's health talk. Please, if today is the first time you're coming across my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe, like, comment and share. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell. It will always notify you whenever we make a post on this channel. So I urge you to watch till the end of this video because today we are going to be talking about a topic that is being affected by millions of people. Yes. Have you ever imagined, waking up every day, you're feeling fine, no pain, no discomfort, but deep inside you, your heart, your brain, your kidney, even your blood vessels are quietly under attack? That is the reality of millions of people living with high blood pressure. This high blood pressure is also known as the silent killer. So today we are diving deep into what high blood pressure really is, why is it so dangerous, how to recognize it even when there are no symptoms, the hidden damages it causes over time, and what you can do starting today to take back control of your health. This video could literally save a life, maybe even years. So stay right back, watch to the end, and don't forget to share this video with someone who might need. So let's get started. Let's start with the basics first. What is blood pressure really? Yes, what really is blood pressure? So blood pressure is the the force of your blood pushing against the walls of your arteries as your heart pumps. Or you can say that that blood pressure is the forceful movement of blood in the body. So it is measured using two numbers. Yes, which is the systolic, the top number. That is the pressure when your heart beats. And then we have the diastolic, which is the bottom number, the pressure when your heart is resting between beats. A normal blood pressure reading is around 120 over 80 millimeter mercury. Between when those numbers consistently rise, especially above 140 over 190, we'll say you have hypertensive. Now, here is the shocker. Over 1 billion of people worldwide have high blood pressure, and many don't even know about it. Like a lot of people are suffering from this high blood pressure, yet they don't know, yet they are not even aware of this. Isn't that a shocker? Isn't that a shock? So that is why it is being nicknamed as silent killer, because it strikes when you least expect it. It strikes when you're not even like when you're not even aware that you're suffering or you're having it, especially if you're the kind of person that neglects your health. So that's what happens to you when you don't take care of your health, when you don't go for regular checkups. That is what happens. So now, why do we nickname this high blood pressure the silent killer? Why the nickname? Why is it called the silent killer? Well, it is because most of the time there are no symptoms, no warning signs, no pains, no visible damage. People walk around with dangerously high numbers for years until they suddenly suffer a heart attack, stroke, or kidney. And in many cases, the damages is already done by the time they get help. So that is why it is being nicknamed as a silent killer, because it silently strikes when you least expect it. So this is what makes it so dangerous. You feel fine until you are not. So that is why it is nicknamed the silent killer. So the next thing we are going to talk about is the damages it causes in silence. High blood pressure actually does a lot inside your body. It causes a lot of problems inside your body. So we are going to talk about those problems it causes inside your body silently without you knowing. So number one we are going to talk about is the heart, what it does to the heart silently, even without you knowing it. You know, your heart is forced to work harder to pump blood. So over time, this leads to an enlarged heart, irregular heartbeats, heart failure, and eventually heart attack. That is it. Then we'll talk about what it does to your brain. High blood pressure damages the arteries leading to your brain, increasing the risk of stroke, memory problems, and even dementia. That is how bad. That is why it is so dangerous. This high blood pressure, it is so dangerous. So the next is the eyes. You know, it can damage tiny blood vessels in your eyes, leading to blurred vision or even permanent blindness, a condition called hypertensive retinopathy. Now, what it does to your kidney silently without you knowing. The kidney depends on a rich supply of blood. High pressure weakens their vessels, leading to kidney failures, which may require a dialysis or a transplant. Now, the next thing we'll talk about is what it does to your blood vessels. Over time, high pressure wears out the vessel walls, so leading to aneurysms, that is the ballowing arteries that can burst without warning. So this is what we mean by silent damage. You can't feel these pains. You don't know when it's happening to your body. You don't know when all these things are going on in your body, but they are real. It is real. So that is why it is called the silent killer. That is why we nickname it the silent killer. So now we are going to look at the early warning signs. They are rare but possible. These early warning signs are rare but they are possible. Although most people don't notice any sign, in some cases, high blood pressure can cause frequent headaches. Always having this headache. Every time your head is banging, you're complaining. You will take painkiller, it will not subside. That is because that headache is being caused by something and you've not treated the roots. That is why that headache you are constantly having that headache. So the second one is the second signs is nosebleed. Someone, nose bleeding is one of the signs of high blood pressure, but you might not know. You will just see it as you are just walking, suddenly you started bleeding from your nose. It is sign of high blood pressure. Once you notice that frequently you're experiencing this, please rush and do proper check. Go to a nearest hospital, get yourself tested. High blood pressure can vary. The signs can vary from individuals. Yes, the sign that I might be having might vary from the sign that you or Mr. C or Mr. B might be having. So if you're the type that you always notice that you're always experiencing nosebleed, just have it at the back of your mind that this is what is happening. So the third sign is chest pain or irregular heartbeat. To some people, it's also a sign that they experience. So once you experience these signs, once you're having these signs, all of a sudden you're having chest pain, your heart beats irregularly, the way it's not supposed to be beating. Just have it at the back of your mind that this is what is happening to you. So go to either a hospital or any nearest health clinic around you and get your blood pressure tested. It's very easy. The number 4 signs that you can notice is shortness of breath. This also it happens to some people. Not all people experience this sign as well. So if you are the kind of person that you notice that, okay, you just you're not you know that within you you're not doing any strenuous work, you're not doing something that is, that is supposed to cause you to have shortness of breath. All of a sudden you're finding it difficult to breathe, you're finding it difficult to inhale or to breathe well. Just know that this is what is happening to you, and then rush to a nearest clinic and get your blood pressure tested. Then another sign of high blood pressure is fatigue or confusion. Yes, this also is another sign that most people, or some people, not even most, some people experiences most time, all the time. So once you notice that all of a sudden you're just being confused about something that you know you're sure of. For example, you dropped a biro, or let's say you dropped a cup on this table. You come back again, you're being confused about, am I the one that dropped this cup? How did So you're just confused about how that cup got to be on that table. All these are signs of high blood pressure. So fatigue or confusion is one of the signs of high blood pressure. Once you're noticing that you're being confused unnecessarily on things that you're not supposed to be, my dear, get yourself tested. Get your high blood pressure tested to rule it out, to rule out, okay, oh, this is not what is actually wrong with me, or this is what is wrong with me. So the next thing we'll talk about is vision problem. Vision problem is also one of the signs of high blood pressure. Yes, it's also one of the signs of high blood pressure. So you know that you're the type that you don't have eye problem. You understand? You're not having eye problem. All of a sudden, you're experiencing a blood vision. You're experiencing pain. I mean, eye problem. Problems associated with the eyes. Just go to the hospital, or go to any clinic that is close to you. Check your high blood pressure. Check your blood pressure rather. Check your blood pressure to rule out that, okay, it's not a high blood pressure that is wrong with you, so that you get to know what you're treating. So, but again, this only happens when it's extremely high or already causing damage. So that's why waiting for symptoms is risky. You don't have to wait until you start seeing these signs. You don't have to wait until you start seeing these symptoms before you check your high blood pressure. Make it a daily routine. Okay, you can be doing it maybe every 2 to 3 days. Check your blood pressure to be on a safer side. You don't have to wait until you start experiencing these signs listed, because these signs listed, you can only experience them when it is extremely high, or when it has already started causing damages to your body. So that is why you don't need to wait before you take action. So the next thing we are going to talk about is what causes high blood pressure. What really is the cause of high blood pressure? So let's explore the most common causes and risk factors for high blood pressure. So number one there is age. Risk increases as you grow older. So that is why age is one of the risk factors of high blood pressure. Number two is genetics. If it runs in your family, you are more likely to develop it. Yes, once it is genetically in your, once your family, you have family history of hypertension or high blood pressure, so you're more likely to develop it. So the number three common risk factor of high blood pressure is lifestyle. So this lifestyle is actually the big one. Yes. So here are some lifestyle factors that silently raise your numbers. Number one is too much salt in your diet. Too much salt in your diet can actually raise your numbers. Two is being overweight or obese. Being overweight or obese can actually raise your numbers. Three is lack of physical activities. So try to always move your body, try to always exercise your body, even if it's just walking. Walking is actually part of exercising your body. Try not to always be at a place. Try to always move your body. Number 4 is smoking. Smoking is one of the lifestyle that raises the number of your high blood pressure. So try to avoid, or if you're a smoker, try to quit for the benefits of your health. Number 5 is heavy alcohol. Heavy alcohol intake. Yes, heavy alcohol intake is another risk factor, another lifestyle risk factor that raises high blood pressure. The other one is chronic stress. Chronic stress is also one of the risk factors that actually raises your number. Then the last one, which is very important, is poor sleep or sleep apnea. Me, so this poor sleep, I'm actually a victim of it, yes, because I've noticed that each time I was not able to sleep very well for like 1 week, like I'm having difficulty in sleeping, I always know that my blood pressure is on the high side. And once I check it, I get to notice it that okay, true, it's really on the high side. Because once you're not sleeping well, once you're not sleeping well, it must it must increase your blood pressure. So always try to do what? To be sleeping well. The more of this you have, the higher your risk. See, some of these risks listed here, the more of them you have, the higher your risk factor is. So the next thing we are going to look at to talk about is how to know if you have it. How to know if you have high blood pressure. So the only verified way for you to be sure, for you to know for sure that you have high blood pressure is to check your blood pressure. You can do it at a hospital, you can do it in the clinic, you can do it at the pharmacy or even at home with a digital blood pressure monitor. Yes. So it's that easy that you can even check it yourself. If you have the digital one, you can do it at home. So the reading guidelines, I'm going to share the reading guidelines with us to help you, even if you are at home. Once you check it and the number is also number, you know that okay, it's still you are still at it's still normal, you're not at risk. So below are the reading guidelines. Normal is below 120 over 80 millimeter mercury. Elevated is 120 to 129, below 80. Then stage 1 hypertension is from 130 to 139 over 80 to 89. Stage 2 hypertension is 140 plus over 90 plus. Then crisis, the one that is very high, the one that requires emergency that requires emergency care is 180 plus 120. So once you check your high blood pressure and is reading 180 over 120 plus, seek emergency care. Don't rely on reading. Take it. So the next thing we are going to talk about is lifestyle changes that can save your life. Here is the part you've been waiting for. What you can do to prevent or control high blood pressure. So number 1 is to eat healthy. Focus on fruits, veggies, whole grains, lean protein and low fat dairy. The DASH diet is great for this. Number 2 is reduce salt intake. Aim for less than 1 teaspoon, that is 5 grams a day. So you can read food labels for this. Number 3 is get active. 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 days a week can work wonders. Yes, just make sure you're moving. So number 4 thing to do is to maintain a healthy weight. Yes, and the next thing to do is to limit alcohol to 1 to 2 drinks every per day. Yes. Quit smoking. If you're a smoker, Quit smoking. Smoking stiffens your arteries and raises pressure. Then the next thing to do is to manage stress. Try deep breathing, prayer, and then meditation, journalism, whatever that works for you. Try. Then the next thing is sleep well. Try at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. It helps. It helps to regulate your blood pressure. Then the last but not the least is take medication as prescribed. If your doctor puts you on meds, don't stop on your own. Even small change can make a big difference over time. So if you're being placed on meds, please try to finish it up. Don't stop on your own. Before you stop, consult your doctor. Make sure that you get yourself tested and your doctor confirm that, okay, oh, you're fit, you can stop taking your meds for now. So that is that. So the next thing we are going to talk about is myths about high blood pressure. Let's bust some common myths about high blood pressure. So number one is some nurse, I feel fine, so I don't have high blood pressure. Wrong. Most people with hypertension feel perfectly normal. They feel perfectly normal because you don't even know when it kickstarts. That is why it is called a silent killer. It kills silently without your knowledge. You can only get to know about it when it strikes. So that you're feeling fine at the moment doesn't mean that you're okay. Get yourself tested. The only thing that will confirm you physically okay, physically and mentally and spiritually and otherwise, the only thing that will confirm you okay is once you get yourself tested and confirm that okay, you are okay. But on your own, do not assume that you are okay. The next one is it's only older people that get high blood pressure now. Young adults can't get high blood pressure. But that's wrong. A young adult can get high blood. If me at my age can actually get high blood pressure, once I notice that if I'm not sleeping, if I don't sleep well, if I don't get to sleep well, and I check myself, I found out that my blood pressure is on the high side, though not that high, but it must actually increase. So so it's not only older people that suffers from high blood pressure. Young adults can suffer from high blood pressure. Even teenagers can develop high blood pressure. Yes. So the next one is if I start medication, I will need it for life. No, not always. With lifestyle changes, many people reduce or stop meds under a doctor's supervision. So it's not a must that once you start taking high blood pressure medication that you will take it for the rest of your life. No. Then the next one is it runs in my family, so I can't do anything. It is not true. Your lifestyle changes can override, your lifestyle can override your genes in many cases. Yes, in many cases, your lifestyle can override your genes. So don't feel because it runs in your blood that means is a must that you must experience it or that you must have it. No, your lifestyle can override your genes in many cases. So start today to start living healthy. Start today to choose healthy lifestyle. If in your gene you know you have high blood pressure in your family, it runs in your family. Start today, make a healthy choice today, and then enjoy tomorrow. Your lifestyle today can change a lot of things for you tomorrow. So, your lifestyle plays a crucial role in your health. So, choose to live healthy today and enjoy tomorrow. And hey, you've made it this far, which means you're serious about your health. And that's powerful. So, here is what I want you to do. Number one, I want you to check your blood pressure regular. Even if you feel fine, always check your blood pressure. And two, please share this video with someone you care about. Number three thing I want you to do is start one healthy habit today. Just one. Walk for 15 minutes, choose water instead of soda, and then cut down on salt intake. Number four thing I want you to do for me is to talk to your doctor if your readings are high. The silent killer doesn't have to win. You doesn't have to allow the silent killer to win all the time. Awareness is your first weapon, prevention is your shield, and action is your cure. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We have more life-saving healthy tips coming every week. Take care of your body. It's only place you have to live. See you in my next video. Bye.